Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing? I hope we are well. So I want to apologize for not having the live stream yesterday. I know a lot of people may have been waiting. I know some people have reached out on Instagram today saying, oh, we're waiting, you know, you didn't do a live stream. Yeah, but I couldn't manage it because I worked, and when I came back I had to make food for the family and it was taking too long. I thought I could finish it on time, but it was taking too long. So by the time I finished, I was tired and it was almost 7 o'clock. So I thought even if I start, it's gonna be too rushed. So I just said, you know what, yeah, we can let's give this one a miss today. I try not to miss, but sometimes life happens when you are juggling so many things at once, working, you got the family, and yeah, so many things to do. So anyway, just a quick explanation for those who waited yesterday and there was no live stream. So how's everyone doing? Thank God it's Friday. So I'm not feeling myself today. I'm not feeling quite happy. I feel a bit downcast, and I've just had Nigeria on my mind. I was reflecting on Nigeria today and I was thinking about how when I came to the UK back in 2006, social media in Nigeria wasn't big. It was only Facebook, and it wasn't really big in Nigeria at that time. I mean, internet was not even something that was available like that. You had to go to the cyber cafe, you know, for you to connect, you know, and it was a dial-up internet that you have to connect and you pay, you know, to do even check your email. So there were mobile phones, but there was no internet for mobile phones and things like that. So my point is that we had little or no information except word of mouth, what people tell you about what's happening in Nigeria. Yeah, fast forward 2020, 2021, 22, everything, information overload at the tip of your finger. And it's not a bad thing that we have access to technology now and there are social media platforms where people can just post information. But sometimes what I realize is that it can impact on your life even though you are not on ground, even though you are far off. The information that you consume has a lot to do with how you feel mentally and emotionally. So this young girl that was on the train, the incident of the train that happened between Abuja and Kaduna the other day, I saw it on social media again, and I saw this very beautiful young lady called Chinelo. Her name is Chinelo. She's a dentist, and apparently she was working in Kaduna. She's graduated and she was even planning to come abroad. She was already making preparation to come abroad when this incident happened. I think the what's it called, the train was from Abuja to Kaduna, and it was attacked, and she was one of the people that didn't survive. She was one of the victims. And I just checked my social media platform today and I saw that she was being laid to rest, and my heart broke. My heart just completely shattered, and I was like, oh my God. I saw the mom, I saw women around her, maybe her aunties, I saw her family, and I was like, this is how Nigeria continues to take the best hope for the future shattered within a twinkle of an eye. So her story is that she's qualified, she's practicing already in Kaduna, and she was already processing. She was supposed to go to the US in 2 weeks. 2 weeks she had to leave Nigeria. And I don't know what she came to do in Abuja, but she traveled, and somebody said she was going back to Abuja, to Kaduna from Abuja. So road travel is not safe because you have Fulani herdsmen or bandits everywhere waiting to attack you on the road. Even air oneself, you have to pray and just put your hands in the hands of God when you are going, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's relatively safe now, safer than, you know, a while ago when they were crashing, planes were crashing like butterflies that are just falling off the sky. So people start resorting to traveling by train, which they say, okay, is the safest way to travel now. Then these people went and sat down and decided, okay, let's hit them. And the way they described that attack, they said that it was like something that happens, you know, when you're watching a movie, you're watching an action movie, and something that is done in a movie, that's how they staged it. The track was completely destroyed. They destroyed the train. They had them, and they were going from, and people were saying that some of the people that planned the attacks were on the train. And then they started going around robbing them. They kidnapped some, they had some whatever ransom, and then they started, if they only took their money or even took them and released them to their family after collecting money, they would still be thanking God. But Chinelo wasn't that lucky. And she, incidentally, she has the name of a very close friend of mine who is called Chinelo in Nigeria. Dr. Chinelo Megafu, that's her name, from Anambra State. They say she's from around Onitsha area. And when I looked at this young lady, beautiful young lady, 27 years old only, and she's already practicing as a dentist. So that's to tell you that she probably got into university when she was like 20 or 21. So that tells you the level of intelligence for Nigeria, that you know how difficult it is for you to get admission to go into a high institution, especially if you're going to one of the state or federal schools. Oh my goodness. It broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at her and I looked at her again. I'm like, God, how do you even begin to console her parents? What do you say? This is someone that carries the hopes, the dreams, the aspiration of the family. She had goals. She had things she wanted to achieve. I'm sure she's already making plans when I go to the US. You know, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to school, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. She had relationships, probably has a boyfriend. Planning her life, just living her life. What was her offense? The only offense is that she's a Nigerian and she boarded a train on that unfaithful day from Abuja to Kaduna. Oh, my people, being a Nigerian, sometimes is a burden. It's a burden because there is just so much going on in that country. And when I start thinking about it, I'm like, the average Nigeria is not asking for everything. No, they are not asking for everything. I know we talk about the youth and, you know, how everybody wants to be rich overnight, and, you know, they want to live the life for the gram. But the average person in Nigeria just wants the basic things of life that some of us who live in this part of the world we take for granted, i.e. electricity supply, just waking up and being able to put on your lights, being able to travel safely without the fear of something terrible happening to you on the road, walking from your house or taking transportation from your house to your place of work, entering public transportation and feeling safe, that you have the assurance that at least you will go and come back. My goodness. And I started thinking about it and I'm like, God, why? Why is Nigeria taking the best hope of the future and just they squeeze it? They just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze the life out of this youth. What do you tell her parents? What are you going to tell her mother? The stress of raising a child. She's 27 years old. She could have been my daughter. Which one are we going to console the mother for? Is it pregnancy, primary school, secondary school, university fees, the stress, anxiety, raising them, the costs, emotional investment? Now that she's in a place where the mother can say, okay, at least she get to the US now, I will rest. She can find her feet. Between 1 to 3 years, she should be okay to stabilize herself and mawa jenwomo. Oluwa. On the day that we are supposed to reap the fruits of our labor, may God preserve us. May God preserve our offspring. May God keep our children safe, that we will live and our children will live for us to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Ní orúkọ Jésù, k'Olúwa dá wọn sí bó ṣe ń lọ bó ṣe ń bọ̀. And then I started reading all the, as always, everything is politics in Nigeria. They politicize it. They start saying, oh, there were 900 people on the train. Unconfirmed report said there are 900 people. But Kaduna State Governor and the Minister of Transport said that there are 398 persons on the train. So you don't know the number of people that boarded the train from Abuja to Kaduna. Did they not buy tickets? Is the train stopping on, did the train have bus stop or train stop between Abuja to Kaduna that people are going to say, okay, maybe some people came down and other people went in? Is it not a direct train? So why is figures or statistics so difficult for you people to produce? They went into the train, bandits. 41 people injured. And they said 8 people were deleted, including this beautiful girl with all her hopes, her dreams, her aspirations, her future. A glorious future that she's worked hard for, she's labored. And she was just about to get out. And I cried. I said, God, why? Why can't the government just get one thing right? One thing. If it's only security, even if you don't give them electricity, you don't give them water, because the average Nigerian have to generate all the amenities, you have to generate it. People want to pay for electricity, but they will still give them huge NEPA bills for the lights that they don't even have. If you can't do any of those things, that you are a government that, you know, they only care about themselves, how they go and share money and all that. That's all they care about. What about the safety? What about security? What about the lives of the citizens? The level of insecurity in that country. Buhari came. I'm fighting corruption. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. The other day I saw an interview and they asked him what his thoughts are about the elections coming up, and he said, I don't care. I don't care. I said, look at him. Malu. When you were there before, when you are here now, what did you do? What did you do? 8 years ago, people were crying, Jonathan. And Nigeria in 8 years has disintegrated. It has retrogressed. It's gotten to a point where people are so goddamn scared for their lives. So scared, worried about their safety. My God. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how rich you are. If anything happens to you, what is going to become of you? I was reading a post today on social media where a guy was sharing about his experience of having a motor accident. He said he was driving with his fiancée. They were supposed to get married in this, you know, they had an accident in March. The road safety people that came had no first aid kits in their vehicle. Even if they could have saved he survived, he said, but the fiancé did not survive. And he said that why the accident happened is because somebody cut in front of them, so they rammed into, I think it's a trailer or something. That's how the fiancé died. And while the incident was going on, with everything going on, people were busy robbing them. They were robbing their vehicle. I mean, sometimes when you look at how the environment is so is tense. People are angry. People are frustrated. People are hopeless. I mean, even with I live in the diaspora, I feel very hopeless and helpless because you think you have all this information overload about things going on, but there's nothing you can do about it. What can you do about it? Then you worry. You worry about your family. You worry about your friends, all the people you love. And sometimes you say to yourself, let me switch off. I don't need this information. It's affecting me. But how can you switch off? It's right there. I mean, if you are not on social media and you deleted your WhatsApp and you say, you know what, there's nothing I can do, so I don't want to engage in it, then perhaps you are not seeing it. But for people like us who have a platform, we can't get on social media completely. So the information is right there, whether you want to see it or not. It's going to be on your timeline. And then you are consuming it. And then you are affected. And then you are thinking. And you are worrying about your loved ones, about your friends, about everybody. What can you do? You feel like you send money, it is not enough. When your phone rings and it's a Nigerian number, your heart is palpitating. You're thinking, oh God, maybe it's bad news. What's happened now? Why are they calling me now? Look at this beautiful girl. 27 years old, already qualified. Dr. Chinelo. She's qualified as a dentist already. See what Nigeria did to this family. See what Nigeria did to her mother, her father. And I saw the images and I'm just going to end by saying, if you live in Nigeria, I know sometimes I don't like to talk about politics. Because it just makes me so angry. Please, the only power that you have is your vote. Go get your PVC. Don't say, it doesn't matter. They've already concluded on the election. The person that is the only thing you can do. So if you don't do the least that you can do, and you live in that country and you are affected by everything that happens in that country, then you cannot complain. It's okay to come on social media and we shout and we talk from now to tomorrow. But if you live in Nigeria and you can actually vote to say, this is the person that I believe will make a good leader for me, that can deliver the hopes of my children, the aspiration of my children, that there will be justice and equity in this country, there will be rule of law in this country, that is not going to carry on like the evil forest that it is at the moment. That's the least that you can do. Because whether we like it or not, no matter how you come abroad, you have your immediate family here, we all have people back home. Some of you, your parents are there. Your siblings are there. Your friends, the people that you love dearly are in that country. Every one of us can go abroad. It's not possible. I've never seen a family that say all the generation of that family, they are abroad. There's nobody in Nigeria again. It's not possible. If they can only get one thing right, which is security, and if they do try, let them add electricity, and let's not even talk about roads. At least they go still manage the roads like that. If they can even get these two, just security, electricity, we can get it right in 2023 election, that we can have a leader that will just give us these two things. Oh God, how did we get here? How did we get to this position in a country with so much potentials? The greatest people you can think of, intelligent people, resilient people, yet the leadership has failed us 100% over and over and over again. It can't continue like this. Somebody said that Nigeria is going to implode, and I see it is imminent, because there's so much that people can take. There's so much. People are depressed, people are angry, people are anxious, they are vexed in their spirits. Try to cover it. That's why they pray so much. That's why people go to churches so much. Go to the mosque everywhere. Because you need to have an outlet for all that frustration, all the pain. You internalize a lot of things. I mean, it is well. Like they would say in Nigeria, it is well. If you live in Nigeria, please go get your PVC and prepare for the elections. I know the process is really, really strenuous. It's not easy. And you hardly ever see me do shows like, you know, talk about things like this. But this one touched me because of this young lady. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. We hope for the best. That's all we can do. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Have a good weekend and God bless you. I love you. Bye, guys.